Okay, good morning everybody. We are back here in Cambridgeshire on the Field of Dreams. The crops aren't too bad, so the farmer said that we can go on, dig some holes. It's freezing, like it was in December. It's
Pretty much exactly the same as it was when we were here in December.
It was like -6 when I left my mum's house. I think it's like -3 now. So we're going to get going because it's cold and we're standing around getting even colder. So we'll see you on the first target. So Marie's just informed me that I've got to dig all her holes today.
My spade
It's
going in
far too solid. So we're having to pogo stick it. Here's Marie's first target. We've had a couple of cans. Yeah, we've had a couple of tins already. That's found. We haven't drunk a couple of tins.
Yeah.
Although I feel like I want one. So this is the first find of the day.
I don't really know what it's part of, but you've got detail on it, and it did have a teeny tiny bit of gold gilt. You can just see in the corner there. Can you see it? You can see it now that you've picked it up. Over there.
It's something.
It's got a pattern on it, though. That's the back. That's plain.
Obviously. Maybe part of a strap end or a buckle or something like that, maybe.
It's cool.
Yeah, semi-cool. Right, let's carry on.
Semi-cool.
Okay, so my first target of the day, proper. Very deep hole. It's probably about 1 foot and 3 or 4 inches, something like that. It's a pewter button. Quite a big one. Broken, no shank, but still quite impressive that that's found that at that depth. I'm on the 13 by 11 inch coil today, which I've been using the last few trips out. And it's really good. So there's Marie over there. Have you got a target? Oh, she's got a target. So let's go over and see what she's got. Okay, so we went to see what Marie found. She had a little button. Take it, no shank. And just next to it, I found this. I think it's just I thought it was a modern washer, but it seems to be sort of different thicknesses all the way around. So it could be something, could be nothing, but I'll take it home anyway. Let's carry on. Okay, next one up for me. Part of a pot leg, maybe? Not too sure. Alright, Marie just called me over. She's got one over there, so let's go see what she's got. A cry of wow. Come over. I think Marie has part of a ring.
I think it was a ring. You can see obviously where it was. No. But that's the top of it. But look, there's a pattern. I haven't cleaned it properly yet. There's something on it though.
Let's have a little look.
Need to clean it properly, see if we can see any more.
It's not precious metal.
No, but it's exciting.
Yeah, let's give it a clean. We'll come back to you. Okay, so it totally didn't cross my mind when we originally found it. It's probably like a seal, like a wax seal on a ring. And done a bit of Googling, and yeah, pretty certain it's a medieval ring seal.
That's super cool.
Which is really cool. Marie just said that's the coolest thing she thinks she's ever found.
Yes.
That is really, really cool.
See, it wasn't the whole ring, but I'm not bothered. It's cool.
Yeah, a whole ring would have been pretty bonus, but well done.
Yay!
Right, let's carry on. Okay, just had a 54 on the VDI. Just had that up. Pretty sure it's a hammered coin, or quarter thereof. Let's give it a quick clean. Okay, there we go, giving it a quick clean. It's definitely a hammered coin. Well, like I said, a quarter of. Not much detail on it, but that's still freaking awesome. That's my first hammered coin in months. So yeah, well happy with that. Alright, let's see if we can find some more. Okay, next one up for me is this brilliantly shaped musket ball. Looks like it's hit something. Pretty certain that's what it is. Nice and heavy, about the right size. Let's carry on. Okay, here's Marie's next one. Thought it might have been like a bottle cap when we first dug it up, but it's definitely not a bottle cap. I think it might be like with a set of scales, like where you would put the weights or the product, little dish that they would sit on. Something like that, maybe.
Okay.
Interesting. We think it might be. It looks kind of brassy. Colouring. I'm pretty sure it's not gold gilt. That's quite interesting. That.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a target just over there, so I'm going to go and find out what it is. Yeah. It's a bit of a difficult one to get to, unfortunately. Okay, here's next one up. That's really decorative. Maybe off like a leather mount type thing. Not really sure what the word is for it. But that's really cool. Don't think it's a brooch. I think I found something similar to this on here before. I'll have to go through all my old finds and have a look. Okay, next one up. Lovely little button. Well, lovely big button. That's really nice, that. Broken shank. Alright, Marie's heading over to the other corner, so let's follow her. Okay, my next one, I was just deciding whether or not to dig because it was 49.50 on the VDI. Very glad I have dug it because it looks like, I'm hoping, we've got another hammered coin. It's got to be, isn't it? Yes, it is. Wicked! Alright, let's get that a quick clean. Okay, giving it a quick clean, giving it to Marie to have a look at. That side's not bad. You can see the pips and the long cross. It is a long cross. But the other side, unfortunately, is completely blank.
There's a couple of little
Do you think you can
lines,
see something?
just tiny bit at that far side, but
yeah, I don't think it's going to be good
smallest
enough
amount.
to
Identify
make out
it.
a portrait, though.
No.
But still pretty cool. That's another hammer coin. That's my second hammer coin in a few months, so I'm well happy with that. And this truly is the field that keeps giving and giving. So let's carry on. We've got another hour and a half or so. Let's see if we can find another one. Very annoying. I thought we might have had a coin, but it's a button, but with a shank. So not too bad. How you getting on, Marie? Alright. Yeah. Getting a bit muddy now, the ground's starting to thaw out.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, so we've got another hour and a half. We're going to spend half hour over here and then we'll start heading back up that way. So see you on the next. Okay, next one up. I must confess I've had a quick look at it. Got a little Roman. Quite a nice portrait on it as well. Let's give it a quick clean and we'll get back to you. Okay, there we go. Not a complete coin, unfortunately, but just make out the head there quite clearly.
The detail's really good.
Yeah, and the back's really nice as well.
Yeah, it is actually.
You
can see the little thing in the middle and the men with spears.
Yeah.
It's a shame it's not full because that's actually very good detail.
I know, that'd be a cracking coin if that was complete, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't care though, that's really beautiful. Piece of history right there in my hand. Right, we're going to start heading back towards the car now. Well, we already are heading back towards the car. Hopefully there'll be a couple more. See you on the next, hopefully. Okay, just had this one up. I have cleaned it already. Marie thinks, and I think she might be right, possibly the inside of like a piece of jewellery or something.
So like the insert off a ring or the insert off a necklace, pendant or a brooch.
I reckon a pendant maybe. But there's like a dove. Oop. There's a dove on that side.
Yeah, you can very clearly see it.
That is really
it's very
cool.
Sorry, I just knocked your microphone.
That's fine. Yeah, that's really cool, that.
That is really cool. I think that is the inside of some sort of jewellery.
Yeah.
It's probably too big for a ring, so probably a necklace or a brooch.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I like that. Right, okay, it's time to call it a day. It's just gone 2 o'clock. We need to go back to my mum's, get the dogs, and then we're going back up to Cumbria this afternoon, evening. And we're both really hungry, aren't we?
I am starving, as usual.
But what an epic day on the Field of Dreams. It's still giving 2 hammered coins and a Roman coin for me, plus that little thing with the dove on it.
I don't know what that is. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, well, we'll clean that up and we'll silver check it as well, because Marie said it could be silver. And your medieval ring seal thing, that is awesome. I actually think Marie has won today, because I really like that. I think that's a really good find. Yeah, and it's awesome because she's like last 2 times she's been here, she had a hammered coin and a Roman coin, and now she's starting to find relics here as well. So, so it's really, really good.
Get coins, really, don't you?
Yeah, normally it's hammered coins, Roman coins, but I have had a few brooches. I've had a few Roman brooches and Saxon stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no Saxon stuff today. We did find a couple of targets up at the top of the field,
but it was still frozen.
But oh my god, it was so frozen. We spent literally 10 or 15 minutes digging a hole and like smacking the spade into it, trying to get the soil out, and it was a tin can. It was like a can of Foster's or something. Okay, good evening. Welcome to the roundup. Marie is full of cold.
I've got a red nose and I sound funny, so it's not going to be very long.
She wasn't going to appear on camera, but I talked her into it. Go on, you go first. Get yours out of the way.
So I've got some scrappy bits that, I don't know, could have been something, but God knows now. They're nice green colours and stuff. I've got a little, probably a clog pin or something there. Some buttons. most of which are pretty nondescript. That's got a little circle around it. That one's really heavy. It's like solid rather than, you know, the round ones are normally like hollow, but that's actually like solid.
Pewter, I think.
Yeah. So this, do you know how that? You might want to take a picture of that. That was like the first thing I found, which
it's very tiny.
It's very tiny. You probably won't be able to stand on that. Tom might be able to take a picture.
I'll get a clip.
But it's obviously a bit of something, whether it was a bit of a strap end or a bit of a buckle or a bit of, I don't know, but it's got pattern
it's tiny,
on it.
But it's got pattern, yeah, it's got some detail.
On the day I did see some gold gilt on it, whether that's still there or not, I don't know, but it's a very small part of something. It's a shame it was only a little bit. There's this, which to begin with I thought was like a bottle top, but turned out to actually, it's definitely not a bottle top. Tom has a theory that maybe it's like a little...
I think it's half a set of scales.
Like a little tray thing that you would have put either the weight or the whatever you were weighing on, especially if it was something little like a coin or some sort of powder or something little, anything little on there. So it could have been, because it's definitely not a bottle top and it's very old. So that's that.
Cool.
And then
Find of the day.
Find of the day, and pretty good because actually I didn't really find much else other than that, is, we would have seen it in the video, my ring. I was going to do a little imprint of it, but I think I need to try and clean it up more.
Yeah, we need to get a
on the
composite
top, because
pencil
you can see like some of the markings, but you can't tell what it was. But it would have been, we think, a medieval like signet ring type thing, so they
like
would have
seal ring,
sealed with it. So that is possibly, it's a real shame that it's not the complete ring. Obviously it would have sat on someone's finger like that and went around, and it's a real shame it's not the full one, but that's probably the coolest thing I've found.
It's your first ring as well, isn't it?
It's my first ring. It's not like a precious metal or anything, but I still think that's pretty much the coolest thing I've ever found. So.
I still think that's fine of the day, but you guys can be the judge of that. Right, so moving on to my finds. So we've got some buttons, got 2, 3, got one with a shank and some nice gold gilt, some writing on the back there. Can't quite make out what it says though. So yeah, 3 buttons. Little horsey ring possibly. It's very small. It could just be a washer. It's very
You've got
small,
more
very
other
thin.
cool things than I did, even though my one good thing is good.
Yeah.
You've got lots of other stuff.
Very true. I mean, I got a part of a pot leg.
Do
that bit again. So we got a bit of a pot leg. I think that's what that is.
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
And a bit of pot to go with the pot leg.
Bit of a crotal bell.
A little bit of a crotal bell. Marcus will be proud of that.
I've still never had a crotal bell.
It's not complete,
yet,
obviously.
So I need to have one of them.
Yeah, loads of little fragments. I think I've had 3 complete ones that actually ring, so happy with that. I got half a musket ball. That's obviously hit something.
One.
It's so smooth. It's really, really cool. It's obviously hit something. I don't know if I showed you that on the day. Pretty cool. And I got another one of these. So I found one of these not too long ago. I think I might have found one like this up in Cumbria. I don't know if
it's either off a horse or it's off a draw, like a furniture.
Oh, okay,
dressing.
so like decoration kind of thing. It's very flowery. I mean, it's super cool. It's quite heavy.
It's either furniture dressing or horse.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that actually.
Stuffy,
I thought maybe a brooch, but actually I think you might be right.
Horse stuff or furniture.
And then the 4 good finds. We'll go through the hammered coins first. So we've got 1 complete hammered coin. It's very, very, very faded. Yeah, I'll show you a video of those. Very faded on one side. The other side, you can just about make out the long cross.
Yeah.
Some of the pips. And then we've got a nice little quarter cut hammered coin. It's there. It's got some detail, but probably not enough to identify it. Yep. And then a nice, I'll go for this one first. So like a little, not 100% sure what this is. I think it's like from a piece of jewellery.
I think it's from a piece of jewellery. I think
so this
it's
would have been set in
like set in a necklace or set in a brooch or something, because it's an oval shaped thing which is blank on the back and it's got a dove on the front. So.
And then finally a Roman coin. I think it's Constantine. I think, not 100% sure. I found a few like this before with the people holding staffs on the back. But yeah, we'll show you videos of those, and
that's got really good detail.
That has got great detail. Yeah, it's one of my better Roman coins.
Not quite full, but it's got very good detail in it.
But it's like it's quite it's got character, I think, because it is just quite a crude Roman coin. I really like it. Right, yep, so that's all we found. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. We're going to be back out next week, hopefully up in Cumbria. We actually have a new permission. Somebody from work messaged me the other day saying that her neighbour, who's a farmer, has said that we can go on his field. So hopefully very soon we'll go and check them out. Yeah, and we'll see you on the next episode, guys. Bye for now.